A group of Swedish vegans have created quite the controversy and sparked dialogue in regard to eating a gluten replica of E.T. roasting on a spit. A lot of people upset by these images. We see the E.T., the replica of E.T. on the spit, and people were upset. Now, let me tell you the reason behind this project. It's called Eating E.T., and it is from Terry Ostling and Unsworn Industries. Unsworn Industries is a design firm. They're vegan, and what they want to do is, quote, it's a hands-on exploration of our intimate relations to other species, real and fictional. They hope to ask this question. What would it feel like to eat an alien? How can we dearly love and grieve some non-human species while accepting the industrialized slaughter of others? Thoughts, 5 words or less.
You're making it weird.
But how's he taste?
E.T. phone home, no more. Sad. Okay,
Yeah.
So how did you guys, I was reading some of the tweets and people were like visibly upset to see this iconic childhood character that they love, this beloved character roasting on a spit. I actually relate to your feelings because that's how I feel when I see a pig or any animal rotating on a spit. I feel that same way. I see their eyes, I see their nose. I feel even more so because I know that it was alive and real.
Yeah, this is different. Logically, if you pull it apart, like E.T. could talk and had interstellar travel figured out. So I feel like we also don't eat things that are about as smart or smarter than us. Like we don't
Pigs
eat.
are smart as a 4-year-old.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that they can't talk.
They can't verbally talk.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm saying is like.
But they do have feelings. They do
feel I get
pain and fear, and they actually can't. They have their they've been tested. I don't have the data in front of me, but they do have a vocabulary of like 1,200 words.
I don't get it. You uncultured swine.
I get it, but I'm just saying like we look at it and go like the pig isn't going like it isn't talking to us and up there, and the dogs like we have a certain bond with them that's functional, and that feels more than a pig. Also, I'm sure dogs don't taste very good. But like I get it. We intentionally keep pigs over here and we keep cows over here.
Because I see it in their eyes. You say they don't speak, but I see their pain in their eyes.
No, I get it, but I'm just trying to say like what's different here when I look at this. Like E.T. talked, and also but we do fully roast pigs on a spit, which is terrifying.
It breaks my heart every time I see that. Like if I'm in Hawaii and there's a luau and I see that and the apple in its mouth, and I've walked by close before and I could see like the eyelashes and.
But I get it. But it's delicious. That's the thing is I gotta eat. I get it, and I have total problems with like the way that they treat the pigs. I've seen videos of like how pigs are handled in a giant slaughterhouse, and it sucks. And we've all driven by the one. I don't know if everyone has. In Northern California, you smell it before you see it, like off the 5.
Harris Ranch. Those are cows, yeah.
And you just see it, and it's disgusting. But like we gotta eat. And I wonder how E.T. would taste. What if E.T. was so delicious?
Well, somebody mentioned in the article Reese's Pieces, and because what did E.T. like?
Right, because prosciutto di Parma. They give it Parmesan cheese. They just feed it cheese, and that's why it tastes like that. And like foie gras, they force feed it certain foods. But E.T. is just eating peanut butter. Yeah. I wonder if it's like this delicious peanut buttery goodness, like sweet and savory.
What did you think? Grace, we haven't heard from you at all.
Okay,
I see you processing a lot of different things.
Well, I will say that this is kind of complicated for me because you know that I have been kind of toying with the idea of adopting a vegan lifestyle for a while. And because of these are actually fake, but.
Nice. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah. So you were going to adopt a vegan
They're
lifestyle?
They're fake not because I was trying to be vegan. These are fake leather shoes because I'm poor.
Yeah.
That's why that happened. But in any case, so I've been thinking about it because, or at least to the best of my ability, because I think the effects that we have on the environment and and also ever since I got a dog, I've talked about this before, I really feel like he looks like a cow, and that has affected how I look at cows. I'm like, that looks like my dog Casper, and if we can throw up a picture of Casper and a cow, you'll see it too, and he has a huge head. So I have been thinking about this for a while, but this thing that they did, I feel like they just kind of made it weird. I think that I have issues sometimes with vegan branding because it doesn't necessarily invite people into a community that I think is really beneficial for the environment, for your health, something that I really want to get behind, that I'm really kind of on the edge of, and when I can choose vegan options, I really do. But then I see that they're like roasting ET, and I'm like, no, guys,
because they want people to talk about it.
Get
There's
it.
so many different.
Yeah.
I totally get where you're coming from, but there's so many different. Because I follow all the blogs, the vegetarian, vegan blogs that are very kind and compassionate and inclusive. Nobody cares. Nobody pays attention. Nobody wants
Right.
to learn
People
about
who
it.
are shock
ruining
value
it
thing.
are the shitty vegan restaurants that write like, do you want the vegan nachos? Well, I'm sorry, you have to call them the I Am Gratefuls.
That's
Oh,
one restaurant, and
yeah.
that's
There's a restaurant in LA
I think it's
called
beautiful.
Cafe Gratitude.
It's all
right?
about
And there's such
affirmations.
horse shit.
No.
They make you feel, no, you can't order like, I'd like the vegan enchiladas. They have names on the top and they make you call it they're called like the I Am Happy.
Okay, you
And
guys.
you have to call it the I Am Happy or they
Brett
won't
is
give you
the
food.
biggest pessimist because first of all, they don't make you, and what it is their
Yes.
affirmations. They want you to go and leave feeling, I am confident. I am grateful.
Thumbs down.
So instead of it being called an enchilada, it will be called I am confident.
I
You
am
will-
the most annoying place on the planet. It's the worst. And it's that kind of horse shit.
Horseshit.
It's exactly like, no, but I have causes that I like, where it's the people who are also in that cause who are so annoying and like they're hipsters first and then activists later. They want to be thought of as interesting, and those people ruin everything.
That's not true because some people actually really like saying affirmations. I, on the other hand, it saves me. Like by saying affirmations, whether it's not at a restaurant or not, I think affirmations work for certain people.
I get it
Clearly,
for
it
you.
annoys the out of you, but it works for other
You
people.
never make me do affirmations. That's what
No.
this I mean, and it's that
But you don't
kind
have
of
to go
thought
there.
process. But that's the thing is like, don't make people adopt your
Well,
shit.
So
That's what
here's
it
a good
is.
example. There's a restaurant in Berkeley that my girlfriend and I love. It's called Saturn. It's a diner. It's basically like an IHOP. It's amazing, but it's also vegan. And that's kind of like a fun fact about the restaurant. Like the first time I went there with my girlfriend, this was maybe like 2.5 years ago. I wasn't thinking about vegan stuff at all, but my girlfriend's been vegan for a while, or vegan vegetarian for a while. And when I sat down, I ordered like a pulled pork sandwich, and then I was midway through eating it, and I was like, wow, it's really good. And she was like, yeah, it's actually vegan. I was like, what? Because it's not, I mean, this was me being stupid because it's on underneath the thing. It's like a vegan diner. I just didn't look. But they don't kind of isolate you. It's like a very welcoming sort of thing where it's like, hey, try vegan food. You might like it. And and if you feel so moved, there's some pamphlets at the front. No one's going to talk to you about them. But if you want to learn about adopting a vegan lifestyle, here's a cool way to do it. And I wish that we had more options like that.
I think
because
that's
I think it would be beneficial.
I think that's great, and your point is well taken. Just to play devil's advocate, I think because a lot of vegans do get shamed. Anytime we have a vegan video, and I don't even pick the stories, anytime we talk about vegetarian animals, and because we're talking about the story, and it's pertinent for me to inject the fact that I'm compassionate towards animals because that's what the story's about, and that's my identity and my experience, I get shamed for it. I'll get the quotes that say, oh, you know how someone's a vegan? They'll tell you. Well, what about the tired ass, I'm sick of the tired ass responses of non-vegans saying that same tired ass response. Like, I'm sick
that's
of being
lazy.
shamed.
That is
like,
lazy.
I do get shamed every time we do a vegetarian video, and I'm sick of it. And people that are passionate about animals, again, they're passionate because they're speaking up for somebody in a species that doesn't have a voice. So just remember that. And I get that there needs to be attached to that so people don't feel, if you're a non-vegan, feel shamed. But just remember the reason why vegans feel so passionate is because they see lives at stake.
Or the other alternative is animals learn to talk already.
I can talk. I can talk.
Yeah, God, I know, Casper.
Have a voice.
You can hear me. I know you can talk. My dog.
He's saying,
I
he's
know
like,
you can.
Not gonna happen. Murph. Murph.
Okay, you guys. That was a good conversation.
Yeah.
Okay? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Pop Trigger.